This is Luna. She's 19 years old, and she treats bedtime like a suggestion, not a rule. When she does make it to bed, her routine is, let's just say, unique. Step 1. Scroll reels until her eyeballs burn. Step 2. Panic about only having 4 hours left to sleep. Step 3. Repeat forever.
Sleep. We all do it, we all need it. Yet somehow it has become the most misunderstood thing we do every day. That is why today we're putting the biggest myth to sleep.
Sure, Luna's routine might be questionable, but at least she's confident about one thing. Everyone needs 8 hours of sleep, right?
No, not everyone needs 8 hours of sleep. Some people feel rested after just 6 or 7 hours, while others need 8 or even 9 hours of sleep. It really depends on your body and your genetics. So instead of obsessing over getting exactly 8 hours, the better question is, do you actually feel rested the next day? Because that is what matters most. But here's the thing, a lot of us think, okay, fine, if I miss a night, I should sleep in on the weekends. Makes sense, right? But that doesn't really fix the problem. Fair, your body can catch up on some sleep, but it can't compensate a whole week of bad nights with just 1 or 2 long mornings in bed. And also, your body doesn't just get used to sleeping too little. It might feel like you're getting used to it, but in reality, your body and your brain are still deprived. That can slowly lead to focus, memory, and creativity loss. So what can you do now?
The best thing to do is to notice how you feel after different amounts of sleep instead of focusing on a number. That's the best way to know the ideal amount of sleep for you. Luna is now convinced that what matters most is to find the right amount of sleep to feel well rested. Because everything that counts is how long you sleep, right?
Not exactly. Sleep health is important, sure, but it's not only about how many hours you sleep, it's also about how you sleep. In each night, your body goes through multiple 90-minute cycles. In each cycle, you go through light, deep, and REM sleep. Light sleep is where your heart rate and breathing slow down while your brain starts processing the day. Deep sleep is where your body repairs its muscles, strengthens the immune system, and stores memories. And lastly, REM, short for rapid eye movement. That's the phase of dreams and emotional processing. At the end of each cycle, it's normal to wake up for a short time as part of a healthy night's sleep. So it's not just one single stage making you sleep good, it's all of them working together. That is how your body and your mind can properly recover. But how can you achieve that the best?
Going to bed around the same time every night helps your body keep those sleep cycles running smoothly. For Luna, naps are traps. She closes her eyes for a quick rest and boom, wakes up feeling worse than before. Because naps always make you more tired, right?
Not really. That sleepy feeling comes when you nap too long and you fall into deep sleep. Waking up from that can be tough. Short naps of around 20 to 30 minutes keep you in light or REM sleep. These lighter phases make it easier to wake up and actually feel recharged. Sure, a nap can help, but it's not a cheat code for lost sleep. Naps still give you energy, but they don't give you the full sleep cycles that your body needs. If you start relying too much on them, they can mess with your sleep rhythm and actually make things worse. So, how can you get the most out of your nap?
Keep naps short, like 30 minutes max. Do them earlier in the afternoon and skip the late evening ones. Luna believes that if she can't fall asleep, she'll just stay in bed until it happens. Because if you have trouble falling asleep, you stay in bed until you can, right?
Not really. Lying awake in bed for too long can make things even worse. Instead of connecting your bed with rest, you start connecting it with stress and frustration. That can make falling asleep even harder. If you can't sleep after around 20 minutes, get up and do something relaxing, like reading or listening to some peaceful music. Once you feel tired again, go back to bed. When getting into bed, it's important to optimize your environment of your bedroom. Your body naturally cools down over the night, meaning a too warm room can wake you up in the nights. Not only heat, but also light can lead to awakenings in the night. In the afternoon, you probably feel tired, so you consume caffeine, which might help in the moment but can actually reduce the quality and the amount of sleep that you get. Same goes for sugary, fatty, and highly processed food. But let's be honest, we already know that. So what really helps?
Try to skip caffeine after lunch and large meals a few hours before bed. Also, don't turn your bed into an office or a spot to snack. Use it just for sleeping. Keep a cool and dark room. If that's not possible, an eye mask can help. Luna is pretty sure that once she's asleep, her brain turns off and rests, because during sleep, your brain finally rests, right?
Not exactly. Your body rests while you sleep, but your brain is anything but switched off. It stays active, recharges, and still controls things like body temperature, heart rate, and breathing. And in REM sleep, your brain is actually more active than when you're awake. That is where most of your dreaming happens. But not only, you can dream in every stage of sleep, although REM dreams are the most intense. Now, your dreams feel so random and illogical because your brain's emotional center is more active when you're sleeping than when you're awake, meaning your brain isn't working on logic mode when you're dreaming. We can't say for sure why we dream, but researchers believe that it helps us process daily events, sort emotions, and even link new information with old memories.
So there you have it. No endless scrolling, no zombie naps, no tossing and turning in bed. Just sleep.
Now go and fix your sleep before you fall asleep watching this video. Bye bye!